What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Oh, excuse me. I am so tired. I barely got any sleep last night, and that is why I'm tired. Listen, it is what it is. But I'm gonna get through this video, and then I gotta go watch it. Loving You Is Wrong. Woo, and then tomorrow, my goodness, I'm gonna have 4 videos to do. Like, whew, I'm looking forward to next week when it's just 1 video per day on this shit because I just can't. But anyway, this is the Haves and the Have Not. It seems like the mid-season finale because it will be back May 7th. So we pick up where we left off last week with Hannah and Candace having their little heart to heart, which was a beautiful moment. It was so much needed. And I was like, the whole time I'm thinking like, so what type of drama is going to happen between Hannah and Candace and all this stuff since we done solved that storyline. And, you know, we got to see what's happening next. And we have Benny still talking to, Hannah and being happy that everything is okay with, Candace saying Candace going to be all right. You going to be all right. And he keep on saying this whole time is he can't stand Derek. Why is Derek still here? Okay. And even when Hannah went upstairs and, Benny came up there to talk to her, again, Derek is still in the house. And so, she was like, what are you down there doing? She was like, you really like this man, huh? Yeah, I do, and all this stuff, and whoop-de-woo. But he gonna be chick kicking it or whatever. He looked like he downstairs crying or something. Oh, he probably heard our conversation. Okay, whatever. So at this point, Hannah said, she gonna go down there and talk to him in a minute. And then Benny brings up the fact because Hannah was telling Candace, Candace was like, remember when you told me I was a product of a rape, okay? And that the only thing that you remember about the person was the fact that he had this lion tattoo on his chest and that, what else did he say? You still love me anyway, okay? You could have gave me away, you could have did whatever, but you still love me anyway. You watched me anyway. And so Benny was like, I wish I would have known a dude that did this and took care of it for you because, that ain't right and all this stuff. And Hannah's like, it's okay. It's the past. Let it go. Whoop-de-woo. And that's that. We gonna move on from that. I was sitting here like, okay, Benny get a call from Mitch. He still needs to come up with that $20,000 of interest. Okay. And he's trying to figure out how he gonna do it. Mitch gonna say, well, you got a few days, you need to go and figure it out, okay? But you need to stay in the house. I said, so how he gonna figure it out if he needs to stay in the house, okay? And he was like, if by some chance I get to help you, and my uncle do, say whatever about this 20% interest, this $20,000 interest or whatever, you owe me. I said, bitch, I can't stand people like that. I can't stand people like that. Bitch, you part of the reason why I'm in this situation. But, it is what it is. So we got this whole thing with Candace and, the president-elect, as they say. He getting ready to go down there to Washington. He want Candace to come. She telling him everything that was going on and what happened with Hannah and how she was receiving her, how she was, kind of standoffish at first, but eventually she got into it and she was like, received her with love and said that she always loved her. And he was like, yeah, I can see that. And everything was all good. He wanted her to get dressed. They're talking and, whatever. The typical wanting her to go down there to Washington with him. That was basically the gist of their little thing. And he was waiting for her, landing out there waiting. And she was talking about she a natural girl. She don't take that long to get ready, but yet they out there waiting for her. But she comes out eventually and she has on, the dress that they had brought for her or whatever that she said looked matronly, and he was cool with it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So moving on from that, they on their way to Washington, D.C. We get to Veronica and motherfucking David. Listen, I ain't trying to be on here all day, but because the episode really wasn't much to go into detail, but let me tell you something. That ending, I was sitting here like, what is gonna be the kicker? What's gonna be the kicker? Okay, y'all said it was gonna be a twist, bitch. I ain't see that shit coming. I should have seen that shit coming, but I ain't see that shit coming. But listen, Veronica is crazy as hell. Okay, this bitch got a fucking facility for psych patrons and rehabs and all that stuff. But Jeffrey was working at. Bitch, she needs to be up in there and psychologically evaluated because she ain't wrapped too tight up in her head. And now we get a little bit more of a backstory. Not too much, but we can kind of infer just from what she said. So she go home and she like, Alice, Alice, I need a goddamn drink, Alice. I said, bitch, the drink right there. You standing right there. Pull your own shit. And second of all, Alex said, boop. Bitch, I'm out of here. Okay, Alice been gave her letter of resignation the day before, all right? And so she get the drink. You know, first of all, Veronica was supposed to be stopping drinking. Okay, now that she with David, she gonna be stopped drinking and all that stuff. I said I knew that shit wasn't gonna last. She's still in her mind, this mind frame, because David comes in there and she's still in this mind frame that David set her up. You only nice to me because you needed me to be on this case, because you wanted me to be there. You needed me for this whole thing with Wyatt. Y'all do what was going on, so you trying to use me. And he was like, Veronica, you know I did not know nothing about this. I had no idea that Wyatt was gonna go down there and sink us the way that he did. And no, I'm not doing this because I want you. I'm trying to play you. Girl, he pulled out all the cards. I'm sitting here like I halfway believe this shit. Okay, at this point, you know, she getting in her feelings. She still, he was like, can we sit down and talk and all this stuff? And she was like, no, not right there, okay? Because this is where you hit me, bitch. This is where the fuck you hit me. And it was like, no, I didn't hit you. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing that. Yeah, I shouldn't have did that. Bitch, next thing you know, Veronica let that slip and said, bitch, you said you never hit me and you knew because that nigga hit me before and that I didn't want to go through that shit again. I said, oh, so Veronica was in an abusive relationship, which explains a lot of shit. Why the bitch, I ain't gonna say why she 100% cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but it explains why she went into that little trance when he hit her. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. You know, you just got slapped back into the previous relationship. That's what it was. And David, you know, trying to comfort her and be like, you know what, you right. I fucked up, okay? And all this shit. And so they went outside to go talk. And, you know, at first she was trying to see did he have a wire and all that. And she was like, no, I don't have no wire. It's just my compression bands on me or whatever for my burns and stuff. Let me see. He showed her the compression bandage or whatever. And then she was like, oh my God, you're really hurt. Why'd you let me do that? Why'd you make me do that? And he was like, you know what? I'm stupid. I made you do that. Okay, they go outside talking, and basically she admitted, because she admitted that, you know, both your hoes is dead. Okay. I did hire that little bitch to be up in there with you. Did she break your heart? He was like, no, she ain't break my heart as much as I broke your heart. And what I learned is that I could never have another woman, love another woman like I love you or whatever, and I can never be with another woman outside of you. And she was like, yeah, you never break up with or break the first wife heart or some shit like that. I was like, Veronica is on some first wife club, on some don't get mad, get even type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But she gets mad. You know, she was ready to take that nigga out for the count. Okay, them the bitches that you really gotta look out for. Now I like a little crazy, but that's a little bit too much. Okay, and so at that point, with everything going down with that, he was like, ugh, you know, twitching in pain and stuff. And she was like, everything okay? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go, okay? Because I'm in pain. I'm in a lot of pain. My burns, they're burning, all right? I gotta go home and change my bandages, but I'm gonna come right back and come back to you. And she was like, all right, I'll be standing in there. I'll be sitting right here, because I can't sit in there, because that's where your ass hit me. He was like, all right, whatever, bitch. And so he go to the car, and he opens up the door. He steps into the car and gets right the fuck back out. And all you hear him saying is, that bitch, that bitch. And I was like, wait a minute, what? He go to the trunk. Ugh, I can't stand that bitch. And he was like, Jim, I need you to talk me down, motherfucker. Because I'm about to go in there and I'm about to kill this bitch. I'm about to take this bitch out. Jim like, hold up. We need her on this case, okay? So you need to calm down. You need to suck it up. You need to just go ahead with it, okay? It was like, but this bitch just admitted that she set me up with Erica and all that stuff, and you know she did all this other shit. It was like, I mean, I understand how you feeling, but you have to remember we need to get through this case, and we need her because she's one of the best lawyers and all this shit, okay? So you have to suck it up. You have to play along and just, remember it'll be over soon, okay? And he was like, okay, but listen, I'm gonna have to call you back later because it ain't sitting well with me. And he was like, Jim was over it. Jim was motherfucking over it, okay? Now I would have been over it too. But at this point, we gonna circle on over there to Jim since we're talking about him. Catherine is upstairs, okay, looking through her medicine cabinet. She looking through the drawers. She noticed that her medicine is all gone. Either the over-the-counter shit, the prescription shit, everything is gone. Jim downstairs looking at the TV, and he looking at the news, and that's when he finds out that Candace is up there frolicking with the goddamn president. And he was like, bitch, this is not gonna end well, nigga, the way that you think it's gonna end. Okay, I'm just gonna try to tell you. But Catherine come down there trying to, come at Jim and be like, why he done took all the goddamn medicine up in his house, okay? That you need to go talk to that motherfucker. That's what you need to go do. Wyatt, what? Come down here. I want to talk to you. I said, well, you answer real quick. If you for not wanting to talk to a nigga, you answer real quick, okay? And so basically they get into their whole tussle back and forth of, did you take the medicine? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? Next thing you know, Jim up in there trying to, stick a thing down his throat or whatever to, make him throw up or whatever when they go back upstairs. And he was like, I can't stand you. You make my heart bleed and all this stuff. Just thinking about you. Jim was like, bitch, I said, is Jim showing some type of emotions? Because it sounded like his voice was cracking a little bit. And then he got a little bit deep. He was like, you make my heart bleed because I love you so much. And I was sitting here like, Jim? James? That's really you. I'm pretty sure Jim, Jim is the nickname for James, James. Jamie. Jaime. Bitch. 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 Speaking of Jaime, okay. Only reason why I say it like that because Jaime is Spanish, whatever. And what happened to Selena the maid? Okay, what did he do to her? Okay, she just vanished. And what happened to Jaime? What was his son? Miguel and the other little son. What happened to them? We just forgot all about them. What the fuck? But anyway, moving on from that, he told him to keep his ass up in the house, okay? Whatever. I'm so tired of them. And you want to know who else I'm tired of? I'm like, why you talk about something? I'm going to shoot y'all asses with the shotgun and all this shit. Catherine told them to get the fuck up out of there. And he was like, what fucking shotgun? Shotgun right there. I said, boy, if you don't sit down. Speaking of crazies, okay? Another one. Motherfucking Justin. Tika. You need to come get your nigga because your baby daddy is just doing the most. And I'm like really tired of it. Okay. Like he's just doing the absolute most. All right. He up here. Jeffrey actually came up into the house. See that he got all these pictures. Where did you get these pictures from? I'm always taking pictures of you. I'm always where you at. I said, Jeffrey, that would have been my cue to fucking leave. First of all, I wouldn't have been there. I would have took Madison advice. Bitch, Madison wouldn't have had to tell me nothing because I would have known. Okay? This nigga's ill. All right? And so at this point, he's all up in his feelings because he don't want him to take Justin is in his feelings because Jeffrey don't want to take his jacket off. Jeffrey don't want to play on the pull-out couch. Jeffrey don't want to have sex with him. And all this shit. Jeffrey like, bitch, I'm about to get up out of here. Because he's displaying a whole bunch of crazy ass tendencies. And now Jeffrey is finally fully seeing it. And then I said it took till you get to this point because we had so many clues, so many red flags that wasn't even, red flags that you had to search for, like, where's Waldo, bitch? Where's the red flag? They were like, burr, 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 right there in front of your face, And so at this point, this motherfucker Justin, he takes the bottle of wine. And I'm thinking he breaks that bitch. I said he is about to attack Jeffrey. He is about to attack Jeffrey. Oh no. He was about to attack somebody, but it wasn't Jeffrey. He up there talking about something. Because he kept on saying, oh, you're not going to say, I'm the one that got beat up. I'm the one that do this. Jeffrey was like, okay, that shit's getting old. All right, it's getting old. That's when he broke that bottle and he stuck that thing to his neck and he said, I'm going to kill myself. I said, bitch, do it. Okay? That's what I would have said. Don't fucking tell me no shit like that. Because if you really wanted to do it, you would just go ahead and do it. Alright? At this point, like, he was just doing the fucking most. And I just said, Jeffrey, walk away. Don't talk him down. Just walk away. Clear your hands. This is your out. Okay? I'm sorry to say it like that, but this is your out. Alright? Moving on from that, the president and elect, they up there getting a tour by one of the Secret Service ladies, and that bitch corrected Landon, was like, Mr. President, you want to do this? She was like, Mr. President elect. Okay, I said, oh, Landon was in his feelings. He was like, how can you take that? You know they didn't want you up in here, whatever. You just gonna let them talk to you any type of way? The nigga couldn't even come out here and give you a tour of the White House himself. Okay, we gotta wait on him. And he was like, just calm down, go outside and find you something to do. Candace trying to convince him to go behind the sit at the desk. He was like, it wouldn't be proper. It's not appropriate. She was like, okay, well, go stand behind. How does that feel? He was like, I mean, it feel cool or whatever. They come over there. They meet up. She was like, can I get a kiss or whatever? They start kissing this shit. And that's when the president come in, okay? And he all happy and jovial and stuff like, oh, you know, finally handing the reins over to you, you know? And then the wife, who looked older than him, at one point when he was like, Candace is this is my companion Candace, she was like, oh no girl, this won't work. And I was about to say, oh shit, she finna call him out because they not married. It was like, that means y'all not married. That's a good thing because you can't be first lady and be this fine and look better than me, bitch. I was like, okay, girl, I didn't know where you were trying to go with that, but that was a nice save. You was keeping it cute. So they went out and go kick it. And so the president and the president-elect, they was finna go talk it out in the Oval Office or whatever they was supposed to be at. And so back at the Situation Room, we got the two dudes, the attorney general who got robbed by Candace, and the other dude, he come up in there talking about some, oh, she's at the White House, and you know, he really pulled her to the White House, and he brought a hooker as his date and all this stuff, and he was like, give me the president. And so he get on the phone with the president talking shit about how, you know, he don't fuck with him and he don't like him and he's an arrogant asshole and all that stuff. And he was like, yeah, we agree. But at this point, he said, tell her, you know, you a hot piece of black ass or something like that, because the bitch is an escort or whatever, because that's what she told me when she robbed me. And yes, I know the bitch is that's her. I'll be down there in a minute, okay? And so he told old boy to go to Savannah. I said, y'all really trying it tonight. Y'all are trying it tonight. But after that, what wound up happening? Anything else between Stat? Okay, so the end of the episode comes up, right? And I'm still trying to figure out, you know, this episode being cute for a finale or a mid-season finale or whatever, but they said, oh, it's going to be a twist, it's going to be a turn, it's going to be a mind-blowing thing. Like, what's going on? So meanwhile, back at Hannah over there at the ranch, you know, Hannah and Benny talking, and so Hannah goes downstairs to go see if Derek is still there. Derek is up in the kitchen hovering over the sink, and he just crying his ass out. Now, you remember that time when you know, Hannah was talking about something and Derek started crying too, and he was crying way harder than she was. And I think it was when little Quincy Jr. died or whatever, something happened. Either fucking way, he was crying way harder than she was, and I was so confused by that. Okay, I said, oh, I mean, it's understandable to be sensitive, but Jesus Christ, you're very sensitive. What is going on here, sir? And, you know, we've always said, keep our eye on Derek. So let me just tell you this. Last week, I said, you know, I had to correct myself. You know, I was standing corrected and all that shit because I said, Charles ain't finna come up in here. He really thought that he was gonna come up in here and just be the one to fix this relationship between Hannah and Candace. Bitch, he did. Okay? He made that girl go and talk to his mama. Bitch, this whole time I was saying, Benny, you being an asshole, okay? Benny, something ain't right with you. Why don't you let your mama live? Mama gotta live too. Mama gotta get hers in too. You know what I'm saying? Girl, come to find out, Benny was right. Bitch, Benny was right, okay? Benty was right. All right. He knew that something was off. He just felt like something was off. He just never liked to do because something was off with him. That motherfucker was breaking down, crying like he done stole somebody done killed some. I said, was you really listening and you feeling the spirit that the emotional spirit that just came over everybody when Hannah and Candace had their little breakthrough or whatever? I mean, I understand, but shit, I wouldn't be crying that damn hard. Girl, come to find out, he look up. And I mean, this man's face is like he was in that water. Like he turned the faucet on and just splashed himself with water. I said, you really trying to get an Emmy for this show? That's cute. Okay? I mean, that man was really crying. I said, oh, what's going on? Bitch, before he could even say anything, he just pulled his shirt up. He pulled his shirt up slowly but surely and revealed that he is the man with the lion tattooed on his chest. Bitch, he is the man who raped motherfucking Hannah. He is the man who is Candace and motherfucking daddy. I said the paternity test, Hannah's reaction, I said, oh my God, you fell in love with your goddamn rapist. This is twisted as shit. I said, why would you do this? Tyler, why would you do this? The emotional roller coaster that you put us on last week was one thing. This week, now we ready to fucking fight, okay? At least I am. I'm ready to fucking throw hands because goddamn it, bitch, she was about to give him her Christian cakes, okay? And I was all here for her giving away the biblical punangs, okay? I was ready for it. I was ready for that born again stuff to happen. Bitch, and then, God was saying no for some reason, and this is the reason why. This is the reason why God kept on telling Hannah, no, don't do it, just wait, just wait, just wait. Can you imagine if they would have had sex that night that he was supposed to stay over in the house and he was laying in bed with her? And she found this out. Bitch. That's fucked up. That is a mind fuck like a motherfucker. And then it just went off. Girl, I can't wait till this shit come back now. I really can't, because now I need to know. Now I need to know. Bitch, bring the shit back next week, okay? But anyway, it comes back May 7th. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I will do the If Loving You Is Wrong. It's coming on tonight and also tomorrow, okay? And I believe the original night that it's going to actually be on is on Tuesday. So it's just a 2-night premiere like they usually do. But y'all tell me how y'all felt about this season finale or mid finale, and I will see you guys later. Peace.